Troopz TV, presented by Barstool Sports. We're on to the player rating segment of the Arsenal versus West Ham game. We beat them 2-0, goals from Martinelli and Emil Smith-Rowe. Let's start with the man in gates this game. Troopz, Aaron Ramsdale, how do you think your boy did?
7. Didn't really have anything to do. You get me? It was an easy game for Ramsdale today. You get me? Surprisingly easy. You understand? Another clean sheet. 7 for Ramsdale.
There we go. On to the back four. Let's start at right back. Tommy, yes?
Tommy, I give a 6. Defensively very strong. And he done a lot better going forward today. You get me? He needs to still go forward a bit more. But today, he was giving Saka an option. Do you understand? I think that's why Saka was running riot so much today. Because he had a bit of help. You get me? Tomiyasu was sliding him in. It was nice, blood. You understand? So, yeah, I give Tommy a 6.
Ben White?
Ben White, I give a... What I give Ben? I give him a 6 or a 5. I give him a 6. You understand? Couple sloppy moments, but otherwise, he was all right today. You get me? A lot calmer.
All right, we did Ben. Gabriel?
Gabriel, I'll give a 7. That's my guy. You understand? He was part of the first goal as well. You get me? If you don't win it and then pop it off to Laka, that goal don't happen. You get me? So, yeah, I give Gabriel a 7.
And we're having a tough time breaking that front four too. So that 4 pass was good. Luke, Kieran Tierney.
Tierney, I give a 7 as well. Very unlucky not to score. That was a thunderbolt shot. That lick off the crossbar.
Yeah.
Great save from Fabianski. Tipped it onto the bar. But yeah, man, very, very solid performance today from Kieran Tierney. For me, he should be the captain next year, innit? But we'll talk about that, innit? But 7 for Tierney.
There you go. Good technique to keep the ball down on that. Midfield pivot. Let's start with Thomas Partey.
5 or 6, blood.
I think back.
I gave him a 6. He looked a lot better today. You understand? He looked a lot better today than what I've seen him in previous games. You get me? And he never really... It was his passing that was getting man mad. You understand?
Yeah.
He had a few off passes.
His first touch too.
Yeah, but the actual positioning was on. The positioning was actually on point today. You understand? Actually, you know what? I don't know.
He had some. That I remember. There was that first touch.
Yeah,
you know what? With his chest. There was one with his chest.
You know what?
There was one with his boot.
I'm giving him a 5, blood. Yeah, I'm giving him a 5. Partey gets a 5, blood. We need improvement. We need improvement, blood. You get me? 5 for Partey.
Oh, that first touch. His partner, Granit Xhaka?
Xhaka, I give a 7. I think he's done well since he's come back into the team. You understand? It's just with Xhaka, you know he's not going to go forward, blood. You get me? But today, he played a couple good forward passes. And you get me? He bossed the midfield. We did it until they went down to 10 men. And they had that little 5-minute spell. You get me? So, yeah, man. 7 for Xhaka.
All right. On to the front three. Which side should we start on? Let's start on Martinelli's side.
Martinelli, I give a 7. He worked his socks off all game. Come off with a knock. Hopefully he's okay. Took his finish so well, blood. You get me? It was Henry-esque. You understand? The way he opened up his body, falling back. Bow! You get me? We used to see that week in, week out at Highbury. You understand? 7 for Martinelli.
All right, through the middle, Martin Odegaard.
Odegaard, I give a 6 in it. I gave him a 6 today. Work rate was on point. He was pressing well, but it wasn't as good as his previous performances. You get me? His last 3 performances have been a lot better than today. Maybe he was a bit tired. You get me? So I get Odegaard a 6.
And then Bukayo Saka.
Saka, I give it 8. I think he was lightning the whole game. He was a threat the whole game. What's his name? Masaka had a tough time, blood. You get me? He was getting his ass ripped to pieces, blood. You understand? And even when they tried double up on him, he was ripping 4 nows. Saka, you get me? He was taking souls today, blood. You get me? Big up Makayo, blood. 8.
Let's go. And then the man up front today, Lacazette.
Laka, I give a 7. Great assist. I think he linked up the play well with the midfield. Unlucky to miss the penalty. It was a good save from Fabianski, but 2 captain performances from Laka, in my opinion, in the last 2 games. He got a goal in the last game and he got an assist today. A lot unlucky to not get a goal.
Yeah.
7 for Laka, blood.
All righty, on to the chaps that came off the bench. Let's start with Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe, I give a 7. Come on and just sealed the game off. You get me? Everything. He just cooled the whole stadium, cooled the whole vibe. Because even though we had the man advantage, West Ham were making man feel nervous. You get me? And we needed that goal. And we knew that goal would just kill it. And he come on and did that. You get me? So good to see him back. 7 for a mil.
Noon Tavares came off the bench too.
Standard 5. Not enough time.
And then Eddie Nketiah.
Standard 5.
All righty, on to the ref.
Fuck the ref. Fuck the ref, blood. I don't even want to chat about that flipping egg.
The penalty incident. You got anything to add on that? What was that? Was that a pen for you or
which one?
The Lacazette one?
No.
That was not a pen. The Soufal challenge, because they were chatting about it, and the post game they were talking about it.
I don't know, man. Like I said, the 2 angles I saw, he got the ball, and then one angle I saw, he didn't get the ball. So I'm gonna have to go with the angle that I saw. Really, I saw out of the 3 angles, the 2 I saw, he got the ball.
Yeah, Colin. I saw Joe Cole and them were disagreeing on that too. Then yeah, last but not least, the manager.
I'll give it 8. I think he dealt with West Ham well. They didn't really cause us no threats. They had their little 5-minute spell, but that was it. We was worried about the whole Partey and Xhaka against Souček and Rice, and there was no need to be worried, blood. You get me? A lot of their top players were anonymous today, and that was down to Arteta's game plan. You get me? So you have to give praise when praise is due. He's done well today. 8.
People, that's the player ratings for the Arsenal versus West Ham, which ended 2-0 to the Gunners. Goals from Martinelli and Emil Smith Rowe. That's the player rating segment done. TroopzTV presented by Barstool Sports. We're out of here.